Okay, in this tutorial I'm going to try to quickly show you how to use the clone tool. This is probably one of the most used tools in Photoshop, and it's the one I would use most often to remove something that I don't like in the photograph. Alright, if we go over to the toolbar and count down 9, we'll come to this rubber stamp like looking icon. Click on it. That's the rubber tool stamp, or the clone stamp. We go up to the brush area up here, click on it once. You can make the brush wider or narrower here. This is one way to adjust the brush control. Hit the return key to get rid of this little area. Okay, the other way to do it, I think it's a much better way. It's a keyboard shortcut. Look down at the keyboard on your Mac at the letter P. To the right of that key is the left bracket key. If I hit that key several times, we'll notice the brush is getting smaller. If I go to the key that's right next door to that, the right bracket key, and hit it, the brush gets bigger. This is just a good thing to memorize in Photoshop. It works for any brush, bigger, smaller. Okay, so here's the basics of the clone tool. Let's say we want to go over here and get rid of this little red paper wrapper. Okay, I'm going to zoom in on it just a bit. Okay, so we hit the Option key, hold the Option key down, and we'll notice that the cursor, the brush size indicator, will change into a bullseye. This is telling Photoshop that we're going to clone from this area. So I click one time. That has just selected this area to clone. I let go, and I go over to the area that we want to basically get rid of or overwrite, and I'm going to hold the mouse button down, and you'll see that we're cloning or copying pixels from where we sampled from. You can see the little white plus button. Now come down here. Let's say we wanted to get rid of this leaf. If I hold down the mouse button, you'll see the little plus right next door. See that plus? It's copying areas from there. So let's look at another example of this. I'm going to pull over to the little girl here with all the wonderful freckles. And let's just say hypothetically her grandparents didn't like the fact that she had earrings on. We wanted to get rid of these earrings. Okay, I'm going to make the brush size smaller, right around the size of her earlobe, and I'm going to clone from an area that has roughly similar flesh tones. Let's say up here. Hold down the Option key, click once, pull down here, hold down the mouse button, and just kind of scrub around. Okay, removal of earring number 1. Earring number 2, perhaps a little smaller. Hold down the Option button, sample, come down here, and clone in. Okay, this is what it used to look like. This is what it looks like now, and that is basically how you use the clone tool.